This is why it's important for us to make sure that we don't handle things by reacting, that we take the necessary time to think about it, to meditate on it, to assess it, to evaluate the situation, then we respond in the proper manner. And we don't disqualify ourselves, we take us out and we put God in us. Amen. 2 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 1 to 4 says, "For the weapon of our warfare is not carnal, but mighty through God to the pulling down of strongholds, casting down imagination, and every high thing that exalts itself against the knowledge of God, and bringing into captivity every thought to the obedience of Christ, and having in a readiness to revenge all disobedience when your obedience is fulfilled." Amen? Let's do that. Look at that. For the weapon of our warfare are not carnal. You can't physically do it. It is not something that you can take and you can use in fight a physical fight. There are some fights that we have in the spirit, and you can't do this thing in the flesh. So he says now, the weapons of your warfare, your weapons, and how you're going to win this thing, they're not carnal, they're not natural. But they are mighty through God to the putting down of stronghold. A stronghold is something that keeps you contained. Amen. It keeps you from going forward. It keeps you locked in a box. It keeps you up on the status quo. In other words, it's kind of like they expect you to act a certain way. And so when you react, you just simply fall in line with what they already thought you would do anyway. And a lot of times people will push your button and just to see how you're going to react before they bring you up to the next level. I want to know, can you respond properly? Because if I take you to the next level, then you represent all of us. You understand what I'm saying? So if you represent all of us on the next level, I got to make sure that you learn how to act and how to react when somebody comes against you. I got to make sure, Shaniqua and Ray and Boo will come out in the boardroom meeting. You understand what I'm saying? Because at the next level, we can't afford to bring him up. Keep him, put him on the playground. I didn't want to play it. But on the next level, you got to make sure he stays locked up because you got to inject God in the situation and bring you out of the situation. I got to make sure quick they don't let him come back out again. Amen. I got to put him back there so he can't dominate the conversation. So the only way he dominates the conversation is if I react and then I release him, the old me, to do something that I really don't want to do because when it's over now I feel bad about it. But he said this is for the casting down of imagination. You got to bring that wild imagination down because you'll start to look at how things are. And a lot of times there's a lot of people. Sometimes you ever been in a situation where you thought somebody might have been against you or people might have been after you when they really weren't. You know what I'm saying? Your imagination starts to play tricks on you. You thinking people are against you, but they're really not against you, but it just seems like they're against you. Right. Those are those wild imaginations that God said, now you got to go and allow me to be injected in that because through me, I'm going to have you pull down the wild imaginations that try to exalt them before the knowledge of God and bring you to captivity until the obedience of Christ. I'm going to show you how to bring that thought and that person, that situation under the obedience of Christ. What's the obedience? Under the authority that you walk in the power of authority. That's Luke 10, 18 and 19, where it says, I am saved, fallen in life. Behold, I give unto you power and authority. And by no, to tread upon serpents and scorpions, by no means shall any harm come unto you. So you got to bring in imagination that when you think people are against you, what? And? Right. Because the Bible says he gave you power and authority, and whatever they're doing, it can hurt you anyway. All right. So if you don't in your mind that it's trying to hurt you, or you just got home, you got to bring that imagination down. That's all that comes down underneath the authority, under the obedience of Christ. No, come up out of here Get under my feet. Because the word says we're going to bruise his head with our heels. So get underneath that foot of mine. So that I can show you that I have authority. Because the Bible says I can tread upon all this stuff that's up against me.
All right.
So I'm not all around worried about who I think is against me. Because it don't matter anyway. Because they can't bring him home to me anyway. Amen?